In this session of TS Academy, we will discuss identity of RJ. What is radio jockeying? Simply put, radio jockeying is storytelling in a conversational style on a blind medium, that is radio, where an RJ talks to his listeners and tries to paint the picture in front of him and develops the identity not only for himself but also the channel and the program. Requirements of an RJ. First of all, RJ needs to be very creative and spontaneous so that he could link different pieces and of the available information and establish a connection with his listener. He must be able to paint the picture in the minds of his listeners through voice, modulation, emotions, tone, sound effects, and the choice of music. He must be aware of what is going around the world so that he could talk about it. He could generate awareness about it and also formulate an opinion amongst his listeners. He must undertake a research to write a script which is apt, effective, and is connecting him with his listeners. He must use simple and clear language, the dialect of his listeners to whom he is addressing. He should use precise and clear language and arrange his text in a logical manner because radio is a blind medium. Radio is a background medium. You cannot go back to it. So a simple sentence, simple language in conversational style arranged logically will take him a long way. Write and deliver your words as you speak to one person. It has to be a personalized conversation. An RJ must look like that he's talking to the listener who's listening to him, despite the fact he's talking to thousands of listeners listening to him. But a listener must feel that he's only talking to him, like it's a one-on-one conversation. What do you understand by a tagline? If I say tagline, it is that phrase that is accompanied by a brand so that your customer recalls the brand immediately. For example, Bole Mere Lips, I love Uncle Chips. Utterly, butly, Amul. Similarly, it tells about the promise which as a brand you're making to your consumer and the market position you hold. Why do an RJ require a tagline? RJ requires tagline because his voice is the identity of the channel and the program. He needs to have a tagline that depicts his personality as well as genre of the program. Like RJ Naved, Dilli Ka Don, RJ Nitin, Khurafati Nitin. It tells about what kind of content their program will consist of and the personality of an RJ. He is a mastikhor or he is a serious RJ. He is going to talk about something serious or he is going to play pranks. It makes it clear to the listeners. Radio jockeys have evolved being more than the announcer to becoming the voice of the station or the channel by giving themselves a punchy taglines. Why the punchy taglines are used? Because they create a pull factor. They pull the listeners to the FM station. They build a rapport with the listeners. It helps them to give voice and personality to the radio station. And in a nutshell, it tells listeners what the show is all about. It also gives an insight to the RJ's personality. And it helps RJ to create a solid fan base. Thank you. Please share, subscribe and comment to the channel.